Alright, in today's video, we're taking a quick look at one of War Thunder's more overlooked missiles, the R-Data. It's a South African radar-guided Fox-3 missile that doesn't get talked about much, especially compared to R-77 or AMRAAMs, but the R-Data actually has some interesting strengths and some pretty big weaknesses. But the real question is it still worth running in 2025? Let's take a look. The R-Data is a South African developed active radar homing missile, heavily inspired by the Israeli Derby missile, though with some statistical differences in game. In War Thunder, it has decent range, decent speed and capable guidance, but without the raw power or endgame pull of modern top-tier missiles like the MICA or more modern AMRAAM variants. Currently, this missile is only available on the South African Gripen in the British territory. So what does this missile actually do well? For its strengths, it has solid mid-range performance, especially at 10 to 15 kilometers. It has interesting lofting behaviour at high altitudes. These missiles loft quite a lot compared to AMRAAMs. And it tracks quite fast and can pull quite strong initially. Its booster burns for longer than the A or B model AMRAAMs, and it has a slightly faster guidance delay. It does have some weaknesses, however. It has poor terminal manoeuvrability, especially compared to the AIM-120C variant AMRAAMs at long ranges. And again, the lofting behaviour is also a weakness, as the missile can lose energy over longer ranges and take a much longer time to reach its targets compared to other missiles. The R-Data is certainly usable, but not quite as consistent at longer ranges like the AMRAAM. It is often best utilised at closer ranges, or at longer ranges against opponents who are unlikely to manoeuvre. Here are a few tips for using the R-Data. First up would be to use it at 10 to 13 kilometers. This is arguably the missile's sweet spot, early enough to make use of its initial pull and not need to loft, but long enough for the missile not to burn too much energy. This combines well with the Gripen's HMD. Another alternative is to use it similarly under 10 kilometers. Combined with the HMD, you can use this as though it were an all-aspect infrared missile, and it will be very effective. If you do want to fire at longer ranges, just be aware the loft will mean it takes a bit longer to reach its intended target than other missiles, but launching this at Mach 1 will give the missile the best head start chance to hit the target. So with all that out of the way, whilst the R-Data isn't the best Fox-3 missile in the game by any means, it's a perfectly usable missile when flown smart, using the advantages of the Gripen platform. If you play to its strengths, altitude, speed and timing, this missile will still put in the work, but don't expect it to compete with the likes of the AIM-120C or the MICA EM overall. But what are your thoughts on the R-Data? Have you had success with it, or do you think it's been power-crept by other missiles? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more War Thunder content. Thanks for watching.